Today's pattern is the Mercury Flashback pheasant tail. Nothing excites a fly angler more than the arrival of the first Baetis flies of the season, commonly referred to as blue-wing olives. The blue-wing olives in the spring are one size larger than their fall counterpart. So us as fly anglers, it's important to upsize our Baetis nymphs and typically carry a size 18 and 20 in the spring and then size 20s and 22s in the falls. I'm going to begin by sliding an extra small silver-lined glass bead onto a Timco 101 and clamping it into my vise. I'm going to use an 8/0 uni thread and tie in a jam knot at approximately hook point. Probably the biggest tip that I can give you in tying a pheasant tail is keeping them thin and sparse. I'm going to take 4 fibers off the center tail feather of a ring neck pheasant. I'm going to take those 4 fibers and then hold them at a 90-degree angle before pulling them off the actual quill. When I pull those off the quill, I'll use my tying hand and I'll grab the butt end of those fibers and then slide my index finger and my thumb down to align the tips. I'll transfer to my non-tying hand and tie the tail in. The proportions for the tail should be approximately 2/3 of a shank length long, and you can adjust those once they're in place. And then take a couple more material locking wraps. The rib is a piece of extra fine gold wire. We'll secure it into place directly in front of the tail with 2 material locking wraps. I'll pull the 4 fibers forward and then secure the tag end in front of those fibers as I advance the thread up behind the Mercury bead. These 4 fibers will keep the abdomen very thin and very sparse, which is very important when trying to imitate Baetis nymphs. So advance these 4 fibers forward up towards the eye of the hook. And we'll take a couple material locking wraps to secure in place. Next, we'll palmer this extra fine gold wire forward, which creates a slight hint of segmentation, as well as adds a tremendous amount of durability to this pattern. We'll take these 4 fibers and we'll split them into 2 distinct clumps here. These are going to be the legs. We're going to keep 2 legs on each side. And we'll tie in a piece of mylar tinsel, which will add a dash of flash to this pattern, helping mimic that emerging in that gas bubble effect. And we'll advance that wing pad piece of mylar right back to the 50% point on the hook shank. I'm a huge fan of tying thoraxes from the peacock eye as opposed to the peacock herl. Mother Nature has sized this feather, so the smaller sizes, my 22s and 20s, are at the base here, and as I progress up the stem, they become larger. So if I want to tie a 16, if I want to tie an 18, then I would select some of this fluffier herl on the top side. Baetis tend to be thin and sparse, as we talked about a minute ago, so I tend to tie in a piece of herl that's not quite as full. I'll tie it in tip first, a couple material locking wraps. We'll advance that thread forward. We'll take our herl, and we'll wrap this forward approximately 7 times. Create a nice fluffy thorax. Again, 2 material locking wraps to secure the peacock into place. We'll take our piece of mylar tinsel, pull that over the top, and come in with another couple material locking wraps. Clip off the mylar, and we'll make sure the legs are in place. And then we'll complete the fly with a whip finish. The final step will be to trim the legs. Typically rest the scissors on my thumb and come in and trim the legs right behind the wing case. And then I'll come over here and rest the scissors on my finger to trim the leg on the opposing side. And there you have a completed Mercury Flashback pheasant tail. I want to thank everybody for watching the Blue Quill Angler fly tying tutorial. If you have any questions or concerns about today's tying session, by all means give us a call at the shop at 303-674-4700 or email me at patd@bluequillangler.com. If you want to purchase any of the materials that we used in today's session, follow the links below or go online to our website at bluequillangler.com. I want to thank you for your continued support. I hope our paths cross again soon, and I look forward to the next tying session.